Alright, so in this video I am going to demonstrate that the source code which we wrote previously is working fine. I am also going to cover a few more important concepts. First of all, perhaps you remember I told you earlier that we are creating the server side in this piece of code. So the question is, where is the client side and how are we going to test this piece of code? We are going to use Microsoft Telnet utility to work as a client. The Telnet utility comes built into all versions of Windows operating system. It is an OS feature, and if it is turned off, you can turn it on anytime. In fact, I showed how to turn it on in the first section of this course. In case you need help with that, you can watch that video. So now you can see I have opened Visual Studio, and in Visual Studio I am going to build the project. Okay, so I have built the solution, and the next thing is I am going to set a breakpoint right here. On this line I clicked on the sidebar. You can also press the F9 key to set a breakpoint. After that I am going to debug and start debugging. I can do it with an F5 just like that. So now you can see the breakpoint is hit on the bind method call. Press step over once, step over again, and now the accept method call. There we go. I am going to run the command prompt now by pressing Windows R and typing cmd in here and pressing enter. Here is the command prompt. On the command prompt I am going to write telnet space 127.0.0.1 space 23000. Please don't be confused by the 127.0.0.1. It is the localhost address which is available when both the client and server are running on the same machine. This IP address can be used to communicate between the two parts of the client server arrangement. So now I'm going to press enter right here, and you see the breakpoint has been hit. The accept method call has returned and we have moved forward. I can continue this and the program will come to an end. So now you know how we are going to use the Telnet client. So I would like to show you another concrete example as well, which is I will find the IP address of this machine, and then we are going to use the IP address of this machine to communicate with our application once again. And here I'm going to do ipconfig/all into ipc.txt, and then I would say ipc.txt. It will open. Alright, so under wireless LAN adapter I can see that the IP address of my machine is 192.168.10.2. Let's go back to the Visual Studio and start debugging once again. Alright, so the control has stopped on the accept call again. Now I will go back to my command prompt window right here, and I am going to use the IP address which we found a minute ago. Here's the IP address. You can see 192.168.10.2. right here I am going to do telnet space 192.168.10.2 space port 23000, right, and I am going to hit enter. You see the breakpoint has been hit once again, which means that it is possible to reach our PC through any of the IP addresses, whether the IP address which is allocated to our machine by the DHCP or which it is currently using, or through the local host 127.0.0.1 as well. So there we go. Continue again, and the last example I am going to debug again just to show you. Now let's telnet again, telnet localhost space 23000. Alright, here we go. You see the localhost has also been resolved and we are able to connect to our server using the text term localhost as well. So that is that. Now we can hit continue once again. So I hope you would have found this demonstration useful. Please feel free to ask any questions in the Q&A section of this course. I would love to answer you. See you in the next video. I am going to show you how to read data from a client. Alright. So next video we are going to do real-time data transfer. So stay tuned.